Never been to Poland.
Poland is home to some of the world's most stunning landscapes. From the medieval old town of Gdansk to the towering Tatra Mountains, Poland has so much to offer. Let's start this video off at the impressive city of Krakow. Now, this may be one of my favorite cities in all of Poland. Located in the southern part of the country, Krakow
Okay.
was founded all the way back in the 7th century, so you best believe it's full of beautiful history and architecture. Now, one of the most impressive sites is the Wawel Royal Castle. It was built during the 14th century and was the first UNESCO World Heritage Site. It features architectural styles from the medieval, Renaissance, and
Beautiful.
Baroque periods. Now, from the castle, you can make the short 10-minute walk to the main square. This dates all the way back to the 13th century, and it was the largest medieval town
Kind of looks
slaves in
fake,
all of
doesn't
Europe,
it?
which is pretty
Like
crazy. I mean, it's just fascinating to think of all the history that took place here. Now, in the corner of the square is the St. Mary's Basilica, which was built back in the 14th century, and it's a perfect example of Polish Gothic architecture. Another interesting feature
what's
of
that?
Krakow is the Kosciuszko Mound. It's an artificial hill that was modeled after other prehistoric mounds in the city. It was built in 1823
Okay.
to commemorate the
looks
national
fun.
hero named
I would go
Tadeusz
there.
Kosciuszko. The mount is 112 feet high,
So you
and there's
walk
a
up there?
serpentine path
Yep.
that takes you to the top to enjoy the panoramic views of Krakow and the Vistula River.
Okay.
Krakow is just such an amazing city, and I hope y'all can
It looks
visit.
fun.
After Krakow, we're going to head to the Tatra Mountains. Now, located about a 2 hours drive from Krakow,
may not
the
be for me.
Tatras are a stunning mountain range that straddles the
That
Polish and
looks
Slovakian border. Now, the best town to
inaccessible.
access the Tatras is Zakopane, now located right at the
Okay.
base of the
Winter?
mountains. Zakopane is a perfect starting place for your mountain adventures. During the wintertime, Zakopane is an ideal
that is
place to go
beautiful.
skiing, and in the summer months,
So
it's
if
a
you're into
prime place
skiing-
to start your hike into the mountains. One of the most impressive spots in the Tatras is the Morskie Oko Lake. You can make the 16-kilometer round trip
Hiking,
trek to the
I
scenic
can-
lake.
I
I mean,
can
just such a
get on
phenomenal
board
view up
with.
there. An interesting fact is that the Tatras are the smallest alpine mountain range in all of Europe, and they're home to plenty of
whoa.
wildlife such as the Eurasian brown bear. I just love
That's
how
cute.
the Tatras look. They have such a unique and jagged look to them, and I just want to go hiking them this summer. Now, if you're into World War II history, you can visit the Memorial of Auschwitz concentration camps.
Yeah.
This is located
That's
about an hour's
depressing.
drive from Krakow. Now,
I don't wanna
Auschwitz
go
is
there.
infamously known to be one of the most horrific Nazi concentration camps.
Yeah.
Over 1.1 million people died here.
Awful.
One of my favorite books I've ever read is called The Auschwitz Escape, and it tells the story of how two prisoners made their daring escape from this concentration camp. Now, after, we're going to head to the northern part of Poland to visit Sopot. Now, located right on the Baltic Sea, Sopot was established
That's
in the
very
8th
close
century
to,
and
where
grew
I
as a
am.
commercial trading post and fishing village. Over the centuries, Sopot faced adversity as it was abandoned, burned, and then rebuilt, but in the early 19th century, Sopot started to gain popularity thanks to its spa and public baths, and it quickly became a holiday resort town. Today, Sopot is a thriving tourist attraction, where there you can take a walk on Europe's longest wooden pier, or you can enjoy the swans and endless sandy
I'm thinking
coastline. Now I understand why
is
it's
a little
called
bit
the
further.
Polish Riviera. Now, after Sopot, we're going to head over to neighboring
Yes.
Gdansk. Located just a
I've been thinking
15
about
minutes
going
drive
there.
from Sopot, Gdansk is one of Poland's oldest cities with a fascinating history with periods of Polish,
And one of the
Prussian,
most
and
beautiful,
German rule.
I'm
The
thinking.
earliest mention of Gdansk was in the year 997 AD, and during the Middle Ages, Gdansk grew as an important
all that green
seaport
stuff?
and shipbuilding town. It rose to be one of the
the water?
wealthiest and largest cities in Poland until Warsaw's rapid growth in the 18th century. Today, Gdansk is one of Poland's most beautiful
That's kinda
cities.
big.
I mean, I just can't believe it's old town. It's full of these perfectly placed houses that seem to go on forever. Another really cool feature that I like about Gdansk is how the canal runs right along the old town. It's often full of ships, and it gives the city such a fun vibe. While you're there, you can just explore the streets of Old Town or take a walk along the canal. I mean, just such an incredible city. Now, just an hour's drive from Gdansk is the Malbork Castle. I mean, this is the largest castle in the world by land area, which is pretty crazy. It was built in the 13th century by the Teutonic Knights, who were German Catholic crusaders.
Okay,
And
we're getting a
as the
history
number of the
lesson
knights
now.
grew, so did the castle,
that.
which encloses an area of 52 acres. I mean, it's just crazy to think that people were able to build such buildings back then. More than half of Malbork Castle was destroyed during World War II, but thankfully it was rebuilt to its former glory.
Yeah.
Now,
They
after
did a good job
Malbork, we're going
restoring
to head
it.
over to the Masurian Lake District, located in
hiking.
northeastern Poland on the border of Kaliningrad. This lake district is one of the most visited lake districts in all of Central Europe, and it's home to over 2,000 lakes. It's a
Okay.
perfect place to go sailing, fishing, or just swim in the lake. I mean, I just can't think of a better place to
It looks
go on a
beautiful,
hot
but
summer day.
that's not
Now,
for me, I don't
aside from the
think.
lakes, the area is full of beautiful forests, perfect for
Okay, maybe
hiking and
that.
exploring. The
Hiking
Masurin
in the
Lake
forest, that's
District is
me.
definitely a hidden gem
I'm
that
into that.
deserves a visit. Another scenic place for nature lovers is the Pieniny National Park. Now, located in both southern Poland and northern Slovakia, Pieniny is one of the oldest and smallest national parks in all of Poland. I mean, I just think it's such a beautiful area.
Yeah,
The river runs right
that
through
is
it and it acts as a natural border
wild.
between Poland and
So
Slovakia. The
beautiful.
national park is home to many
Oh, that's
animal
cute.
species such as the Eurasian lynx, which I think is like one of the coolest animals ever. One of my
Probably
favorite
isn't.
features of the park is the Three Crowns. The rock feature is made up of 5 sharp limestone
Yeah,
peaks
going
that
there
create
in
quite the sight.
autumn
Now, another
is
beautiful
probably
nearby spot is the
amazing.
Niedica Castle. This 14th century castle is located just a few minutes away from the park. I mean, this whole area is just incredible. Now, after, we're going to head over to the beautiful city of Wrocław. I mean, it's such a tricky pronunciation. Now,
Yeah.
located in western Poland, about a 3 hours drive from Krakow,
I,
Wrocław
I,
is
I
such a charming
insist that it's
historical
called
place.
Roclaw
It's home to one of the
because
most
that's
beautiful
what
market
it looks
squares in
like.
all of Europe. It's lined with elegant townhouses
But
and
I know.
cobblestone streets. Wrocław also has one of the most beautiful cathedrals in Poland. It was originally built in
It's fairly close to
1272,
the
but has been
border to
damaged and rebuilt several
Germany, I
times
think.
throughout the centuries. I just love
Am
its
I
double
wrong?
spires.
I
Wrocław
might
is
be
just the
wrong.
perfect place to just walk around and explore for a day. Now, for our final destination,
Wow,
we're going to head
that
to
looks very
Warsaw,
modern
located on
in
the Vistula
comparison.
River in east central Poland. Warsaw is the capital and largest city in the country. Warsaw began to grow in the 16th century when the capital was moved there. It was called the Paris of the North, but sadly, Warsaw was damaged extensively
Yeah.
during World War II, with over 85% of its buildings in ruins. Thankfully, today it's a bustling capital with a population of 1.8 million. One of my favorite buildings of the city is the Palace of Culture and Science. At 778 feet tall,
I
it's the
like
fifth
the
tallest
modern
building in the EU.
skyscrapers.
The crowning feature of the city is Warsaw's Old Town. It was established during the 13th century and is full of history and medieval architecture. Like the main part of the city, the Old Town was almost completely destroyed during World War II,
Yeah, that's
but it was
cool.
miraculously restored and was made a
Great
World Heritage
skyline.
Site in 1980. When you're there, you can just explore the square and marvel at all the history that took place in this medieval old town. Well, that is it for my Poland top 10. Let me know where your favorite place is in
Oh,
Poland and
maybe I could go
comment
there by
below. I
train.
also started a relaxation channel where I
That
post
would be fun,
hour-long
wouldn't it?
films with calming music to bring some peace and nature in your life. I'll be
Looks
doing a film
amazing.
on Poland very soon. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at
Okay,
shirley.films.
I'll
It's
link
Ryan,
his
and
channel
we will see you later.
in the description. It looked amazing. I often thought of going to Poland. Just never gotten around to actually booking a trip. Um, for some reason I always chose someplace else, and I thought of Gdansk several times and Krakow as well. Um, Maybe this summer I'll actually go ahead and do it. It's very close to Denmark, so plane trip is like under an hour, little over an hour probably going to the south. But Gdansk is like I believe it's like 45 minutes or something like that. And I saw that train going, so maybe that would be an option. That would possibly be kind of fun. Going by train, I don't know. But this was fun to watch, and he seems like a talented guy. Um, Pleasant to listen to. Nice uh, visuals. So definitely go give him a follow. Check out his videos. And thanks for watching this video. Take care.